Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine. If you would like a reading with me, go to divinetwinsoul11.com, hit the services page, hit the link that says book online. That will give you onto my online site for you to do a booking via that way. Also, if you would like to reach me by my Instagram account, go divinetwinsoul11.com. That would lead you to be able to either get a reading by me through via text, uh, phone, or either video. Okay, those are the three ways in which you can reach me that way. Um, let's see. The energies. Last time we left off, was it the Last Supper? And then she told him to go on ahead. Yeah, it was Last Supper. Told him to go on ahead. The Karmic Feminine was telling the Divine Masculine to go on ahead and do what he had to do and do it quickly. Let's see what this week's energies lead us to this week. Okay, all right. So let's look at what's in clear the Divine Masculines heart space for the Karmic Feminine. Ooh, jumper. What's in the mind space? But this was it right here. Okay. What's in the Karmic Karmic Feminines? Ooh, heart space. And what is in the mind space of the Karmic Feminine? Jumper. Okay, today we will read no reversals, no reversals, no reverse cards. The reverse cards will mean emphasis. I'm going to do a new thing today. So engagement. He wants engagement. This is in the heart space. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And so this is where he's at. He's ascending to a new space of commitment. I'd like a clarifier to know with whom is this with. What is this engagement with? Do I want it with energy or chakra? Have I touched you? Energy, 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 energy. I'm going to make sure is it anybody that I have not. Okay, I haven't touched numerology in a while. Let's see. I want to do a clarifier right on the spot. Clear. Who is this engagement? What's brought on this engagement with the divine? Oh, you didn't jump out. We're going to take you. What is brought on this engagement? Okay, no upside downs. His engagement is brought on. He's won a happy ending, a 9 and 3, which means right now is a closure to a cycle, on the road to a new beginning, and him becoming to Trinity in line with his spirit, soul, and body. This is also parenting, how to nurture himself. 63, which is love and Trinity, becoming aligned with himself. So parenting, again, nurturing himself, maybe healing wounds they have to do with the with his childhood as well. This could be engagement, higher level, maybe having to deal with children have helped him to. Sometimes you have kids, they bring on a new perspective on things, that could be that as well. Also, let's look at past life relationships. You have known each other before. He is the same like came out with the other one. So this is coming out as far as in his mind space, his past life, his past love is on his mind. He's feeling maybe so now with the divine feminine that he sees the connection. He's known the connection. He didn't know it before. And so now he's like, okay, yeah, she did tell me that we were divine twins. Maybe I'm kind of now seeing this for myself. Also the passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. He's got new passion about life. Let's find out what this past life is about. Clear. Actually, right. What's this past life about? Ooh, 4 cards. What else brought on this past? He has healed. He's brought on healing. He's got the number 66 is brought on his past life, knowing what it is. His environment is number 44. 66 is love and love together makes it 12. That's unity and more intuitiveness, awareness. Bring together 3. He's become more in line with his spirit, soul, and body. That's about that on what is happening with his environment. He's got the number 44, which means grounded. He's got double groundedness. He's becoming more grounded now. Things in his environment has changed. It's caused to be an influence as to him saying, now I'm checking into my past lives. Now I'm checking into this connection I have with my divine twin counterpart. 4 and 4 makes 8. So that means he's finding balance and harmony. Love came in reverse, so we've given real emphasis on this feeling of love. Really, 6 is love. And so this is where he's communicating. So right now his throat chakra, he's able to communicate love a little bit better. His environment, his heart chakra, the world around him, he's learning how to connect through his heart chakra. He's healing his way he's communicating. Is this purple? Yeah, this blue too. Again, how he's communicating is healing. His throat being able to communicate as well things. He's got upside down and reverse personal growth. So he's came to the point that he's had more personal growth today is in the reverse day. So he's really 7, which is spiritual completion, more spirituality. So he's coming into the fold with that. And that's what's causing him to really connect with his past life, which would be most past lives. People have the connection. Most of the time, that's through your twin flame. And so that's where that's coming from. Let's ask about this passion. Clear. What's brought on this passion as well? Thank you. The passion is manifestation. He has the power to manifest things into his life. And right now, he is manifesting love. He's manifesting this twin flame counterpart. He's manifesting union. He's in a higher space of love. This is where he's at. And so this is what is causing that to happen. Okay? So right now, his focus is on the divine feminine. It's not on the karmic. Okay? What's happening with the karmic as far as in her heart space? She's at the point that she's saying, I'm at the point that I want to love myself first. So things has probably changed. We're going to check the cards to clarify that. However, she says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And so she's figuring that, if I work on myself, do the fantasia, I'm doing me. Yeah. So, she's doing her right now, and she figures that maybe that would be another way to be not even just attracted to him, but even being attracted to herself. Because I think last time we looked, she was looking in the mirror and she said, damn, I ain't even recognizing my own self. I'm borderline prostitution, being a prostitute. I'm pimping my own self to him, and I don't remember my own self. I got to get back to me. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like the way he talked to me. And I know the old me had the way he talked to me. Hell, I wouldn't even tolerate none of this stuff. He get pimp slapped himself. So that's that. And then she feels like he needs to have a heart talk. She knows he's going to come there with that checked out look. You know how sometimes the masculines, it don't matter. They could be divine or regular. They have that check out look. It's like, I'm here, but, I'm on the defense. Like, yeah, what we talking about? Well, you talk about me, well, look at yourself. They have that kind of look. So he's kind of looking defensive and kind of checked out. But she feels like they need to, in her heart space, they need to have this talk. Excuse me. Next, it is safe for you to love. She's saying to herself, she's really now feeling that she might probably want to trek off and go into other uncharted waters. That's why I pick it up. Go in a whole different direction than him. She wants to leave this divine masculine here, and she wants to kind of go on. Her angel and her guys are talking to her like, go. We need to just go, just leave here. He ain't being respectful to you. He being so disrespectful. He talking to you any old kind of way. He talking with the side of his neck. Half the time he being snappy. Ain't nobody got time for that damn mess. We can check on out of here. So even her angels and guys are trying to talk to him, work with her as well to say, you need to just leave him alone. And he's just kind of just standing there looking at her, trying to see what's her next move. Because I believe some of these divine masculines are looking for them. They ain't got, some of them don't have the heart to go on ahead and just leave it. They really would rather for her to make the move, and then they just arm will just fall in line. So they want to go ahead and just call him, that's so and so. He wasn't no good. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't no good. Long as that he go on ahead and bear the brunt of the blows of it all. Just long as she gone, he'll go ahead and bear the, the play the role of the bad guy about the whole situation. Let's ask about some clarifiers on this. Clear. Can you clarify what's love you first? Love yourself first. What has brought that on? What has brought that on? Love yourself first. For the karmic feminine. Perseverance. She wants to keep on moving. She wants to keep on pushing. So she wants to keep on pushing. She wants to get grounded. That's a number 4. So she's dealing again with her heart chakra. With her heart, she wants to persevere. Persevere in what areas? I don't know. What does she want to persevere about? Completion. She too wants this to be over. We got the purple here, which we're talking about, the crown chakra. Really dealing with, or the intuition, I'm sorry. This could be indigo blue. Just really dealing with completion, getting in touch with. It's a 9, the Brian McKnight card. He's like, we start back at 1. Yeah. So we at the 9. We on our way to build up like a roller coaster ride, to come right on back like the Wheel of Fortune, to start back over. Yeah. And so right now, she's at the point that she wants to take, she's at a 9, okay? Right here. So that's her intuition, the crown, dealing with all that stuff. This really, the thorns, the crown, okay? I got the next card. I look at this, and then somebody say, in the bottom of the deck, she wants a timeout. That's what it's saying right there. This could lead on to this. Clarify for this one. I didn't ask. Heart-to-heart talk conversation. She wants a timeout. Okay? This is what she wants to say. She wants a timeout. This is what she really wants to talk to him about. If I go to the bottom of the deck, next one, spiritual center. So we could pull from the bottom too. Okay. Spiritual career. Interesting. That's one that, where did I say spiritual center? And she probably does want to get in touch with more so the third eye. Get in touch with her upper heart. We got the 7 here, which is her spirituality. The 8 becoming more harmony. She probably wants to also her too get into divinity. I think about Daniel Boone saying about that. She been dipping, they've been having sex, and you know when you swap energies when you having sex, she's also getting that divinity as well. Since she's tapping into him. I mean, let's just be honest. When you do that, you have sex with someone, you swap energies. And so she's getting into that, and she's probably more checking into, I think he had said that in one of his videos, they said that she's also intuitively picking up on things. Her spidey senses getting more elevated and more motivated and inspired to work a little bit more than it has been before. And you got to kind of keep that real, that her being with him and being in that energy just like we do, that she's getting caught up in the vortex of the energy as well. And so she's probably thinking about spiritually, and like not even just career wise, but like, how am I being in service by being in this relationship, spiritually wise, this ain't working, this not. And so she's saying in my spirit, that's why she's saying, it's safe to love. I got to find me a place within that, that I feel safe to be me as well. So she's working on that. She might be, after she dealing with him, he done put her through the ringer. She might be able to be some kind of counselor to people in marriage or in relationships or whatever. She might come out of that. She be coming out there being an advisor herself about how you can deal with some things as well. Okay, good job. Okay, and then the next one I see on the bottom of it is adventure. So she might be adventuring to go off into something new. Spiritual lead. She might be finding herself to want to be up into leadership as well. That's at the bottom of the pack. Okay, of the deck. Okay, so that might be leading her on to that. So she's going to come into her leadership. She's going to come on her own. That leadership can also be her divinity. I keep saying that. I'm going to pick that up too. Because, us as divine twins, she might be lost and just don't know who she is. But, us as the divine twins, we can go into another relationship and also act as the karmic or the catalyst for that relationship as well. So that might be her role. Okay? That could be it for that. All right, so let's look at some of the blocks. Some of the blocks are, let's ask my less vampires. Clear. Let me get clarification from the Wisdom Oracle. Somebody backwards in this pack. I don't do no backwards. Okay. What are some of the blocks for the divine masculine, with this karmic feminine? What are some of the blocks for the karmic feminine with this divine masculine? Nobility, honor, high standards, idealistic. When I looked at this nobility, is that he's just too noble. Whatever he is committed to or see through in some ways in his heart, is like, I don't want to break her heart. She's done a lot for me. I might feel miserable in this relationship, but she has been a sense of stability for me, a comfort, in some ways in my time of need. That's why I'm picking up for him. And he's just really very noble. And him being very noble to some of this, his nobility could cause a problem because he's so honorable. It's like, no, I committed to it. I made some promises to her, and I'm going to stick right on into it. But sometimes you noble to the wrong things. Some people don't owe or do not, are not worth your nobility. You being so noble, so of integrity. Some people are just not that, okay? I'm not saying all of them. I know a lot of us, I see my comments on my thing saying, they're all right, manipulative, they sneaky, they down low, And that part may be true as well. But at the same time, some of these divine masculines are being noble to those type. And they really shouldn't, As someone just said, I voice. My mom and I, my mom loves Officer and the Gentleman. And, it's one line in there where he up there doing his exercise drills and Officer and the Gentleman, Richard Gere. And, he's like, why don't you just quit? And the sergeant say, why you did quit? I don't know why you just don't quit. He out there in the rain and he's drilling him and this acting real nasty, and he done put it on him. And he's like, at the point, he's like, why you just don't? And he's like, 'cause I ain't got no place to go. I ain't got no place to go. And so then, that's always been our favorite line. I always tease Mom by saying that line. And that's the same thing. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Because some of them truly don't have no place to go. They ain't got no place to go because they are in financial bind. Really, they didn't lean on this karmic feminine. I said right. This karmic feminine to help them financially. They pulling the purse strings. They living in their home. They providing everything, food, clothing, and shelter. And for them to be able to just get up and pick up and go, they ain't able to, And so that's what they make it them noble. So in some ways, that's why some of these karmic feminists are playing on them, because they're like, well, you ain't got no place to go. So now I can really treat you any old kind of way because, I'm clothing you, feeding you. You just really like other extra feed, another mouth to feed. So, I got the right to treat you any old kind of way, manipulate you, use you, Only thing you give me is sex. And so, that's about it there. And some of them might be saying that ain't too good. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's it. So nobility, honor, high standards, idealism. So you got some high standards, Some of them can't see nothing else. The force beyond the trees. So that's why they deal with that. What's happening with her? Remember, no reversals, nightmares, psychic protection, shield, bad dreams. Whoa, seriously? This is her thing? Why would this be a block for her? Psychic protection. Okay, somebody jumped off this table. Who's you? I don't know why you jumped off the table. Enlightenment, inspiration. Yeah, well, you need to enlighten me on this. Number 5. Nightmare. Sometimes we are at our most vulnerable when we sleep or when we are tempted to sleep. This card speaks of the night which is restless of the soul that cannot find the space in which to close their eyes and fully relax, whose dreams are creating agitation and distress, and feels terror when knowing that darkness is falling rather than the joy of the dark mother called night. For the night can be a place of terror for many, where the past repeats old wars or faults deep. Okay, let me stop right here because I forget, how my memory go. Whose dreams are created. So that means she's having a hard time sleeping. What's going on with her and this divine masculine is creating her, giving her nightmares. She can't really fully rest and relax and be herself, even at night, with what's going on with her and this divine masculine. Interesting. Okay, move on. For the night can be a place of terror for many, where the past repeats old wars are fought. Deep. So right now she's being triggered as well. I want to say in some ways she looks like she's going through the dark night of the soul herself. I heard somebody say that ain't got nothing to do with divine twins. Dark night of soul could come for anybody. Regular, extra spices, mild, spicy, 2-piece, whatever. So she's kind of going through that. And some old things in the past is coming up for her for this. Some other past relationships. See, this is why he coming here. He being kind of help her heal as well. Betrayal of yesterday is as fresh as a cut as it took place that day. For in the dreamscape, there is no time as we know it when we are awake. We are at the mercy of the consciousness and at the energy we have with us. And all the hauntings of the world are nothing to the damnation of the twilight hours. If this is taking place for you or for another you care for, there's now a way for us to help you. This nightmare rider can enter your dreams. So fearless she is and so fearsome her stead that they will patrol the boundaries of your sleep, of your dreams themselves. They will allow the gentle truths of your life to be recalled as you dream, and slowly over time the night will not hold such terror for you. So this is bringing up a lot for her. So when she's sleeping, she's not sleeping well. Stuff that's playing out that's between her and divine masculine is being played out at night. Things of past things that he's doing is reminding her of past lovers. And she's just being really triggered right now. She is truly being triggered right now by this. So if I was did like mine now, like she loved to do pressure cooker, the pressure is being put on her spiritually. So in some ways, I don't want to say divine intervention. Well, it could be spiritually, it's putting the squeeze on her. In other ways, this could be too much for her as well. She can't sleep. I told you, she said, I'm at the point I don't even recognize myself in the mirror. It's just like, who the heck have I succumbed to, has submitted to in this relationship? I came in here damn thinking that it was going to be roses and chocolates, as my celebrity twin, Mary J. Blige, is what she's like, love ain't wine and roses, ain't chocolates all the time, So that's what's going on with that. That's, I kind of feeling for her. They putting the squeeze on her. Okay, so that's the challenges, the blocks right now. Whoa. Okay, what is the current situation? What is the next energies situation they gonna move into? What's the next move? Next situation for them to move into? The divine masculine and the jumper. Karmic feminine. No, I don't need no clarifier for that, because that is what it is. King of water. So we got some emotional stuff. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected culture. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice. Charity work. So they got to really open their mind and their hearts to this situation, because this is really becoming very detrimental on the part of this karmic feminine right now. She's got to open up. Both of them got to open their hearts and minds to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Ooh, I almost felt like screaming. Like a carnal scream, like a release. That just hit me, just like something just walked on through. Okay, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So she's got to find some way, like they said, to kind of get herself in the greater good of others. Charity work, which would mean to just give up and to give charity, to give up, to donate without anything in return, to just do it. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. She's probably trying to really get some help from other people to know what to do, because like I said, she's at a loss right now. I might get it clarified on that, what time we on. The high priestess, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And she's got to, both of them got to sit down and kind of think. She's really at the point that she's just detrimental. Maybe that might have been her. I was hearing screaming in myself, but I just felt like a scream, like just like, oh, just like a scream for that. Just gotten to that point that listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Excuse me, sorry, my nose is running. Really have got to get to that point where it's really, what do my tissue? I keep on losing that tissue. I have 1 minute and 1 minute is gone. Oh, here it is. Yeah, both of them got to get in touch with their, excuse me, I'm sorry. Missed it there, them barely. Both of them have got to get in touch with their intuition. They got to have patience to make the right decision. Both of them got to work real careful, as Grandma said, to get their hands out the lion's mouth, and they got to work real careful to get it out. They didn't check themselves into a situation that's a little too much bigger than what they are. Like the song says, somebody bigger than you and I. Yeah, this then became bigger than what they came in. They had such high hopes on this, but this coming out a different way. Right now, the current situation they're moving into a 9 of Waters, which would be kind of like a 9 of Cups. Energy, some emotions. Both of them are trying to get that 9 of Cups. They got some wishes. Her wish could be to get out this situation. I don't know. I'm going to have to clarify to see. In the future, going to the future, their concerns is going to fade away. And they're going to find a love of life again. Okay, can I get a clarifier on... Who give me answers that I understand fast? Let me see this one. Clear. Wisdom. Okay, what's happening with this 9 of Waters? Your wish is granted. What's the reason behind that? Is there energy? A change in the wind. So something is about to change. Okay. What's about to change? I'm going to do bottom of the deck. That's my little thing. Orphan. Somebody is going to feel like they left. They both feel like they've been abandoned in this relationship. So that's what's causing this wind to change. Bottom of the deck again. Next one, clarify. To the sea, sea of love. I wanna tell you just how much I love you. Yeah, spirituality. Going to the sea of love, really finding their way to that. And that's what it said here. A love life. I see the women, now this the woman sailing off here. So she might make the initiative to go ahead and set sail for uncharted waters. She's going to do it. And I felt that. Because I don't, think some of them I'm picking up with these divine masters got enough gumption to go ahead and just say forget it. They gonna send in they walking papers. Okay, let's look again. Archangel Hannah talking about somebody say listen to your intuition, have patience. What brings this on? Oh, I pulled out 2 cards, really 3. Come on, give it to me. That the intuition, they're between 2 worlds. They listen to their higher self, listen to spirituality, well, so it's in the 3D to the earth, and it's causing them to be in between. But they got to have patience, and they got to be real careful about for acting, because they stuck in 2 worlds in that decision. They got to get a deeper knowing about what's going on. That's the number 43. You got to get grounded, got to get spiritually aligned with what the right decision is. And both of them I see loyal heart here, which is the number 35. Loyal heart, but however these loyal hearts are going in different directions. They looking at each other, but their body is kind of like checked out. It's like, okay, I'm here, but I'm looking back. It's like I know I want to move forward, but then my loyalty is kind of keeping me right there, you know. But my body is saying, let's go. And my mind is like, nah, it just don't make sense for me to move right now, okay? What's happening with the next current energy? So that's kind of stalemate-ish to me. Is Trinity. But they know, Archangel Raphael confirms that. We got a lower heart here. It's a 3, which means the Trinity spirit, so the body's got to get in line. But then there needs to be a change here. They know there's got to change here. What's happening with this King of Water? Trustworthy, compassion, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity. What's going on with that? Because I really need clarification on that. Got 3 cards with that. That would be co-create. So charity work, open your heart and mind to those around you. So again, it's working with dealing with others. Maybe also throwing yourself in others will help. Looking and reaching out to others will also help you to co-create, to know what's your next move. Because sometimes I know that even with me, sometimes if I get ideas, watch YouTube, talk to people, look at things, might get signs. That kind of maybe help me know something about the conversation somebody had. I might talk to somebody out of the blue and they might hit on some kind of conversation that's just what I wanted. Because I remember one time I was at Home Depot buying something, and I was just really so frustrated about what's happening in my home life. And I bumped into a co-worker that had retired as a teacher. And his name was, I think I told that on it, his name was Mr. Love. And out of all the people, he came and told me just what I needed to do to say, okay, get back in the game with what's happening at your home life. You could do this. And, you know, you'd be surprised at how people could come around and help you co-create a new perspective to your world. So this is going to help you also with what's going on there. Co-create, come up with something new. Okay, you got to check with me in order to co-create something new. You got to go find out what you did wrong in the past, get some wisdom about it, and move with light and speed to change what's going on so you can celebrate. 4 means to get grounded. 0 again, the Brian McKnight saying, so I start back at 1. So you starting from the 1, starting at the 0, which means the cycle ended, and start all over again. Again, no upside down cards today, so no reverse. So you got to clean up. This is really strongly emphasized by this card being in reverse. You've got to clean up. You got to clean up your heart and mind, what you're thinking about, and then really get some clean up what kind of advice that you do get through it, weed through it, see which one fits, what doesn't fit, leave it on the table. You got to be fair. You got to be fair in how you handle the situation, how you hold in the heart of the other person, divine masculine. You got to think fairly about even the karmic feminine, how you treating her, how you been, is this right? If you see saying you treat me like a dog, I can't even really, relate and know what's going on with the situation. I'll check that later. And then, you know, I just really, I'm treating her wrong. This ain't really me. That's not divinely. Giving her the cold shoulder all the time. She asks, holds conversation with me. I'm real short with it. Okay, are you being fair to her? Same thing with her. Are you being fair to him by being manipulative? You know, using the nah, the ooh, nah. to woo him back when you know he done checked out. He's trying to wean off of you a little bit. I seen a divine one of us, somebody is saying that one reason why they stopped sleeping, some of them have stopped sleeping, because he knows eventually he wants to get back with the divine feminine, and he knows that he doesn't want to carry that energy to her. And so that's the same thing, just like what they're saying about when you sleep somebody, you interchange energies, and he don't want to swap that energy with the divine feminine coming from that karmic feminine. If he wants to have right here, nutty professor, sexual relations, you don't want to have that, okay? And then also chop wood. Stuff is dead, okay? Chopping wood means you got to get down to the heart, to the root of things, what's going on, and to let this go. We got the number 42 means to get grounded and define unity in this. And this is what they're moving into next. I said overall energies. Do I want to see what she wants to say to him and he wants to say to her, vice versa? Let's see. Close it. Energies in here. I mean, clear. Well, maybe close. Some need to be closed. Close the cycle. That's what it means. Close the cycle. Yeah, well, close it. If I had the divinity and the power and authority to say close it, I would say close it and close that cycle, and let's go on with completion. What does she want to say to him? Okay. The divine masculine wants to say to the karmic feminine, excuse me. Religious facts, your love life is influenced. Right now he's saying, I'm getting a spiritual calling. My divinity is coming on. The heavy is the crown. Heavy is the responsibility. And I got to learn to kind of get rid of things. The cycle, as I say, it's a close. Maybe that's why I came in. The cycle is coming to a close. My crown, my divinity is becoming closer. I hear the calling. I had the calling not just only for my divine feminine, but I hear the calling from the divine one. The universe is calling me and saying, it is time. It is now time, son. So I'm trying to sound like Earl Grey and Darth Vader. It is now time, son, for you to come back into the fold. So it's enough playing. Time is up. I'm calling you to come back. So this is being the influencing factor of what's causing the change. Right now, he's having romantic. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. He knows in how he's telling her, my feelings are real with the divine feminine. You karmic feminine. I think it's time for me to start exploring this feeling that I'm having now. Okay, it's like I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. So that's what he's saying. So he can't fight it no more. He at the point he said, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it no more. Okay. With her, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthfulness, spirit of fun to shine. She said to him, you know what, I got to become lighthearted. This relationship that became very heavy for me. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I got to find my swing back in life. I really wish that we could get back to the point that you was open like we were at the beginning, where it just was a natural flow of things. This is what I really wish in my heart of hearts that was going on. I just want to recapture that spirit, that shine, that how it was. This is what she's saying to him. Children. I know I didn't say we want to do no reverse, but this is what I'm picking up from her. And it said, no, read me in the reverse. She said, we got to stop playing like children, and we got to grow up. We got to mature. Okay? We got to mature. We got to find some maturity into this. Because I'm acting like a child, you act like a child, and we got to find somewhere how to be fair about this whole thing. Okay? I got to find out how to be more nurturing to myself. And you've got to find a way to be more authoritative, to temper your authority. You at the point that really right now you just doing this to be authoritative, just to be authority. You know how some people just in drunk with the power of being in charge or leadership, And you didn't got to that point that that's just how you are. You just talk to me your own kind of way because you in that role. You know, maybe we the married now, and you the husband, and you talk about know this stuff, and you ain't even really listening to my case. I don't feel like even my side of the story is being even heard, and you just saying know the stuff, and you just not even hearing me. I just don't feel like I just have any power. You really trying to take away my feminine, like they say, demasculate or the masculine, and you doing that, defeminizing me as the feminine. And like I said, I'm at the point that I don't even recognize myself. Okay, that's it. So karmically, what's the overall energy? Clear. Got you. The Hermit. So right now, the overall, I don't need to get no thing here. All of them want to go like to fight. Both of them want to go to their prospective corners and just say, I want to go. He want to go off to be with himself, to go on and do with the divine feminine. And she's saying, I want to go off and go find myself again because, like I said, I'm borderline prostitution. I'm pimping myself out. That's the only thrill I get into this relationship is the sex part. Is the sex part. That's really the only thing I'm getting happy with. Otherwise that, and really I'm demeaning myself doing that, because why I want to connect to somebody that's talking down to me, that don't seem like he respect me outside the bed, and you probably acting dominant. I could see him being we doing doggy style every night, and I don't see no kind of, ain't no intimacy. You don't want to see my face. You know, I don't know if you even putting the divine feminine on my face as we having sex, you know. So it's just really at the point. It's just, I keep on picking that word, dehumanizing. It then got to the point that it's just really the bare bones of this, on this. I could ask what brought this on. Who haven't I pulled? I did energy, didn't I? Energy. Did I mess with you? Are you on this table? I don't see you. Let's see the energy cards. What's brought on this energy? Why they want to be a hermit? It's on long here. The heck? Excuse me. What about on this energy? About the hermit. Daughter value. So they both probably find their value. Daughter value. Probably one thing is they become the hermit because this financial stuff then became an issue too. But they want to find daughter value to self. It's just like, I want to open that door and just step up. She at the point, like I said, she borderline prostitute. She pimping herself out every night, just throwing that unana at him. And that's the only way she get her thrill. It's like, okay, you talk to me nasty, but this how I get my thrill of being empowered by being on top, literally, and you know, being able to guide the motion of the ocean and doing surfboarding. That's the only way I'm on top. And when we out of bed, then you the one who the master of it all outside. And so then again, daughter value is like, you know, we both trying to find our value. He trying to find his value through his spirituality, through this saying, you know, this is my calling. I feel God calling me. Right now, the universe called me to do something. I'm not doing it. That's where my value is. I can feel that I'm being more to my 3D self than in my 5th and 4th self. And I'm not valuing values by that being more in the human thing. Then I know I made out to be a spiritual being. And she's saying right now, I need to find daughter value, because right now you just talking to me any old kind of, any old kind of way. You're not respecting me at all. And I'm getting to the point that I'm just not really even recognizing who I am, who I have become right now. I can't sleep at night. I'm having nightmares. And I'm going to have to find a way to be able to find my way out of this. Let me ask the cards, what do they need to do? Did I do that with no? What do you need to do, chakras? What do they need to do, the divine masculine? What does he need to do in order to get out of this situation? This right now, the hermit. what does the divine masculine need to do in order to find his daughter value? Let's see. Aha, thank you. And in order for him to, what he needs to do is get in line with his destiny. He knows who he is. He knows he's supposed to be this him, divine, twin, souls. He's got to get in touch with his shadow side, just like the divine feminine got to get in touch with her light side. Okay? Yeah, that's the male, that's the female. And ask your ascended masters. This is what they remind me. Look like Confucius and Buddha and Saint Germain. Ask them also, what do you need to do in order to ascend to this next level, to get in line with your destiny, divine masculine? That's what you need to do, okay, which is mean humble yourself, go down low, get rid of that ego, and just really, prostrate in front, not prostrate, but Lord have mercy, when you bow down, you need to just bow down. Where that come from? Help us, Lord. Bow down to them and just really become a student at their feet and learn what's the next step for you to do. That's divine masculine. Perfection. You got to get it perfected. You got to stop accepting the okie doke and this ride, this thing. Right now, you being with the karmic feminine, that's not perfection. That's accepting the okie doke. You can see that your divine feminine has a lot to offer. She got a lot of fruit to bear. When you get with her, you all will be bearing fruit, okay? You speak it into existence. It will happen. This is your divine feminine. You got to get with the program with that. And then completion. You got to put this to rest. It's got to be a death. R.I.P. to this. Put this to rest. Stop being in the military stance where you're checking out in your heart and your emotions about this whole situation. Your divine feminine is right here. Say, come on, stop acting like you still at war and you battling for something. Let that barrier go. Let down that guard. Get in touch with your emotions. You know, I'm more on the battlefield now. Get in touch with it. Now, you're home now with your divine feminine. Now let her see your vulnerability. See that you love her. Put down all your guards here. You got to let this go ahead, this karmic feminine go ahead and grieve the death of this relationship. It is okay. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. I got no clarification. There's a beep in here. They say you got to let it go. You got to let it die. Let her grieve. Let her get over it so she can also see her new horizons, because there's new horizons in the background. But you got to let go. You got to let go of this not showing your emotions with the divine feminine. And you got to go on ahead and let her grieve. I know you're trying to block that. Y'all don't want to hurt her. I don't want her to be. But you got to, in order to begin something, you got to end something. And something's got to die. So you got to let that go. In the heart. A lot of green. A lot of heart chakra. Everything going on here. What does the karmic have to do in order to get completion? I mean, get this daughter value. What does she have to do? And forgiveness. She got to come to the part to, number one, forgive herself. Forgive her inner child that she did not do. You know, because all of us, let's be honest, all of us as women, when we grow up, we have this ideal of what our knight in shining armor is going to look like. I'm looking at her and this child, she done promised her, the inner child and little girl within her, he gonna be this, this, and this. And when she looked at this divine masculine, he was this, this, and this. But now slowly she's seeing it's turned into a nightmare. Okay, nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, and she's got to let it go. You know, nurture herself, become like that pure purple rhino. That's just really, I know that tough exterior that she tried to show to the world. But she's got to get in touch with her softer side, like Sears. and just really cuddle that stuff and say, it's okay. Yes, we thought at the beginning it was going to be this when we were with the divine masculine, but at the same time, I've got to save myself. I can't keep on going through this, having nightmares and not really being myself and pimping myself out every night, and the only thrill I get is through the sex, and I'm not being fulfilled through this whole relationship. And you got to kind of get to that point that right now it's just like, it's just not fulfilling. It's just not. Nurture yourself, forgive yourself, minister yourself, encourage yourself through this whole situation, and just saying, I'm sorry. Just like I go through my morning meditation. I love you. I thank God for you. I apologize. Please forgive me. Saying those things. That's what she needs to do in order to get out of this. Just forgive yourself. Yes, I made the wrong thing, but guess what? I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna live again today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna know next time when I get somebody, I'm not gonna fall in love with them in 2 months times, and then post everything on Facebook about him being my soulmate. See, because when you do things like that, and I'm preaching from experience, you can't check out of it. You give yourself no wiggle room to find you a exit. Just like on a plane, exit strategy. You can't plan a plan B to get out. You done locked and sold so many people on it for you to come back from it and to say, you know what, this didn't work out. Yeah, we married, but it didn't work out, and we divorcing in 2 months. Everybody gonna be asking like, what the hell? You had me voting for you on the news. Talk about that having that contest, you and him and all that stuff, and I was voting in for y'all the cutest couple, or the cutest engaged couple, and what happened? And now 2 months in, you ain't yeah, I'm telling too much, but anyway, you ain't that. Okay, well, my thing is, when you do things like that, you back yourself such in the corner that even when you ready to, you scared to come out. But guess what? You have people and friends, if they truly your friends, they are going to rally behind you and say, girl, that's all right, I got you. It's better you find out now that you saying that this don't work out 2 months into this marriage, then you going down 2 years from now, and you done got gazillion kids with a man that you can't stand to look at. He can't stand to look at you. He talking to you any old kind of way. But the only thing that you all have in common, and you talk very nice to, is when you got the kid that's in the room and you talk nice. But then as soon as they leave out, you back to calling each other everything but the name of God's. Okay? That's not the life that you want to really check yourself into as a person. And so you got to, I'm preaching to somebody. So if this is Karmic that's looking at this, I'm preaching to you. My thing is that you don't ever put maybe that's your lesson you learn. You don't ever put yourself in this situation that you put yourself so high and mighty up there. Everybody idolizing you. Everybody's looking at you for the ways. Then when you want to change your mind and go a whole different direction, you can't do that. Why? Because you have put yourself in such a position that you done sold everybody in on your pipe dream. And you cannot do that. And that same thing with the divine masculine. You up there holding on and uplifting and backing them up into that stuff. And then you can't check out because you didn't got yourself too much of a position that you too have sold the pipe dream to everybody. And you can't even check out as well from the situation. You just don't put yourself in situations like that unless you just know for darn sure, that is the way that it's going. I'm sure in your mind that you did, but sometimes you being divine masculine and her too as a woman, you could tell like, I don't know where this is going. Let me kind of hold off on this information that I'm about to throw out here on social media. Okay, social media is a double-edged sword. It's helpful in some ways, but it could work as a daggone enemy against you as well. And you got to kind of watch that. So I'm preaching to somebody that might be watching this, but at the same time, you got to kind of watch it when you put out there. You can't find no way out of the situation when you do that. That's any kind thing, talking your man up to anybody, you know, woo woo woo, all that kind of different kind of stuff. And then when you ready to check out, you can't because you scared about what out with people are going to be thinking about you, you know, about that. Unless you're really strong. I don't know. What I'm picking up from the cards, I don't think that you're kind of ready or that you're there yet. I don't think the divine masculine is there yet. And I don't think that this karmic feminine is quite there yet. She's getting there. I don't know what her push over her threshold for, but this week she's saying it's getting a little too much. Okay? That's what I'm picking up for her. It's getting too much. And she's got to forgive herself. Once she can get that point of forgiveness, say, girlfriend, we made the wrong choice, whatever. Tell the people, you know what, this ain't going to work out. You know, I thought he was going to be my knight in shining armor. He turned out to be Flava Flav on crack. He got another whole different type of personality. He had Mr. Heckle and Mr. Hyde, or Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or whatever his name is. And a girl, I didn't even know, you know. If it was me on that thing, I've been playing the sympathy card with everybody else so they could feel for me. I'm finished this reading. I'm just talking to you. I would have been and played the sympathy card on this and just let them know, no, it didn't work out. Yeah, girl, I know we've been dating for 6 months or whatever like that. But, child, I ain't going to be up in there and I'm losing my damn mind over nobody. And you'll get you some girls or girlfriends to rally behind you. Maybe that's why I want them to say, get your friends to rally with you. See how they feel about the situation. Because you'll be surprised. It's somebody that was on that daggone Facebook or watching you as you going through this, talk about, girl, I knew that wasn't going to work out. I just wasn't going to say nothing to you about you and that man. Because I could tell he wasn't feeling sold on it. I could tell his mind was somewhere else on the other side of town. But, you know, I ain't want to talk to you and tell you about it because you looked like you was gung-ho and I was really hoping the best for you. But I knew that wasn't going to work out. Okay, that is it. So if you would like a reading with me, I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but it's getting too much. The pressure is on. Child having nightmares. Ain't no way, Jose, you doing that. You interrupting my beauty sleep. We got to call it quits, baby. Trust and believe on that. I ain't gonna keep on that. You messing with my peace of mind. That's really a quick way for me to say adios amigos. And that's why I'm kind of adios amigos on some things myself. But anyway, this ain't about me. This is about the reading. So, I would like to say with that one, that was hot and heavy. So I don't know what we say. I don't know. Let me see about my thing. Is it on that one? Pressure's on. Look like to me, instead of him being prosecuted, look like to me, I was going by the walk of Christ being resurrected. Look like to me she getting the lashes. And they beating on her, and she putting the crown of thorns on her. They might be doing that to be able for her to come into her divinities. So the pressure's on. I see lashes all up on her like they did Jesus. Not saying that she is, but I'm just saying I'm seeing the analogy. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. I'm just seeing the analogy of it. She getting really beat hard. Spiritually, physically. He ain't doing no abuse to her. But he's sure enough doing some emotional, psychological. He messing that child up. So anyway, on that, be quiet, my subscribers. I don't hear no talk about that's what he, well, you know, we can't be thinking like that. Talk about that's what he get. That's what she gets. He got interfered with what's going on with us. So she gets what she gets. Oh, but, you know, on that, until next time, if you would like a reading with me, Divine Sunshine, go to my site, DivineTwinSoul11.com. Hit the services link. Hit book online. When you book online, you will get be able to get a reading with me online. Also, go to my Instago account. It's Go Divine Twin Soul 11. That will .com. You can get a text, a phone call, or video reading as well on that one. Please go visit my Facebook. I have not pumped my Facebook account. Go to my Facebook page, Divine Twin Soul 11. Hit the like on there. That'll be so much helpful to also on my page. That will help. Also, I have on there good stuff stuff that I get, like readings I read, things about angel energies, new moon, astrology, numerology. If I fit that it helps out with my people in the community, I will put it on there as well. So make sure that you hit and like and follow my page as well. All right, until the next time, I will say keep inspired, keep elevated, keep motivated, and say until the next time, send you love and light. Namaste, namago.